doing Whiskey Ball?
I'm Daniel.
Rex.
This is a gift from Mark Moses, Magnificent Bastard.
Mark Moses, you magnificent bastard. So, I was just recently gifted a Chattanooga whiskey
Oh.
from, who gave me this? What happened? Did you?
Look at the placement of my finger. Dead middle of the perforated. I just grabbed at random.
It's a very small
That's impressive.
point of amazement. Anyways, I've tried this at my house. This says
It's the little things, right?
It is.
You have to find joy.
A little thing.
You have to find joy in the riddle things.
Oh my God! I'm trying to move past it because it was so
I know.
microscopic. I
It's
tore
the
this
little
off
things.
down the perforated corner.
Oh no, that's a Whittington thing. You want to know? Okay, before we go on to your Chattanooga, you want to know one of my dad's moments? He knows to the second how many seconds he needs to microwave a cup of coffee to get the handle back in the same position it was when he put it in, so that he can drop,
That's very good.
hit it, and when he reaches in, grab it.
That's very good.
Because if you just go 30 seconds or a minute, no, it's got to like it's
Yeah,
hot.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't.
yeah.
He's got it down to the second.
So there's one thing I have that's like that. Not quite as obsessive compulsive.
Yeah, it's on the. It's on
So like Mother's Day was a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I went to the grocery store with my boys. We got some stuff and we got some donut holes.
Oh, nice.
And we opened up the donut holes. I asked my kid.
How do you even need a donut hole? It's all end.
I asked my kid, you ever had like a warmed up donut hole?
Oh.
I was like, what? You can warm
gotta
them
get
up?
right.
It's like, yes. 17 seconds.
Oh, that's the one, huh?
17 seconds.
Specifically.
And he puts it in there.
What's weird?
I am now a genius in
Oh,
the eyes
God,
of
yeah.
yeah.
You know what's the same? HEB tortilla.
Okay.
17 seconds.
17
I
seconds?
stop at 17 seconds.
17 seconds.
20 is too long. It starts blowing up on one side. Or yeah.
Sacred number, 17.
Yeah, that's a
You
sacred
could see
number.
it. Heat up your snacks.
You must eat donut holes with a fork. Because it's all in.
No, it's like, it's napalm. It's molten hot.
You got to go all in.
No, you suffer for the deliciousness.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about your sandwich problem. Corner of a sandwich issue.
You're giving me shit about this.
I do, yeah.
What were we eating recently?
Oh yeah, it was like you were in quesadillas or fajitas because it's a tortilla and you're
So-
holding it from the bottom. It's like a
Right.
full 1/3 of Rex's tacos get ditched.
So my one and only quirk,
You only have one.
foible, if you will.
Still haven't
only
even
one.
drank the whiskey.
I'm actually very interested in this whiskey. But my one and only thing.
Oh, that's the one.
Only thing.
That's the only one.
I never have like the last bit of sandwich because that's where all the germs go. It's the most handled part, and then the last little corner of like the bread or whatever. You don't eat that. That's the most manhandled, gross, weird. All of the germs.
Goes back to your drinking glass. Back to the chip pile.
I am clean and pure, and all of the germs run from me, but they have to have some little purchase to hide it.
Yeah. It's like the
yeah.
It's like the sacrificial lamb or the goat that gets killed
I
by
don't
the
think
village.
about it. I just do this smart thing that keeps me from getting sick. I didn't realize I did it with fajitas too.
Until lunch.
Until
And that's like a full third of a fajita is like.
no, and then you pointed out, made me very subconscious. So there's a pile of like little taco corners.
They really are. Imagine quesadillas in your world are the same kind of thing. But how do you do like finger food when everything's one bite? You didn't have time to get germs? Is that what it is?
If it's all one bite, it's not a problem.
Yeah, because it's just pick it, eat it. There's no germ accumulation.
Crazy, Daniel.
Okay. That's fair.
All right.
No. Here's the separation for Chattanooga.
Yeah.
This is a special edition.
That's what I was about to say.
Super special.
I saw Chattanooga. Cool. I've had this at my house, a regular Chattanooga. It's very nice.
Yeah.
But
you
the
can get the regular
experimental
Chattanooga.
The experimental single batch series. Apparently, this is European oak high malt.
Yeah, and what does the top of that bottle look like? Just a normal. Okay. A raw cork. Okay, here it is. I found it by you.
Oh yeah, that was another thing I really dug about the bottle. I don't have tons of bottles in my house at any given time. I probably have maybe 3 simultaneously in my house, just so you know. Over choice is an issue. I just like to have limited choices so I can grab something and just dive in. I love this bottle. It looks very cool.
And the cork.
I adore the cork.
Yeah.
This is nothing but cork.
Yeah, cool,
It's
huh?
just full on cork
That's commitment.
going into a cap that is still cork. That is great.
Okay, so this is just their
Yep.
bourbon. right? And it is.
It's one of my wife's friends. One of my wife's friends got me the Chattanooga because they were over there.
This is corn, rye, and 2 kinds of barley. Now, that's your base, relatively speaking. The one I poured you is only 2 grains: yellow corn and Scottish barley malt.
Wow, that is-
Scottish malt.
That is
Right?
yeah. This is very, very different than their typical.
4 years old,
Wow.
aged in charred European oak.
Yeah. What is high malt?
High malt is okay. So you know, like high rye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just.
It's mostly malt.
Just a lot of.
right.
Yeah.
So this is technically a bourbon, but it's only 2 grains: corn and barley.
Okay.
And the barley is all from Scotland.
Yeah.
And it's aged for at least 4 years in all charred European oak. So that extra spicy note that oak gets.
You know what I get? This is really beautiful. It's a buttered cinnamon toast. on that nose.
I get hay bales and
I love that nose, by the way. It's really good. Buttered cinnamon.
I get apples sitting on a hay bale and
Yeah.
holding apple cider.
Yeah, there's definitely apples. Definitely apples.
So you got I don't like apple cider, but people around me are always, I can smell it, right? So you'll sit there and you can smell hot apple cider and sitting on a hay bale ride in fall, right? And granola.
Gosh.
Like Nature Honey, classic honey granola. Nature Valley, that's what it is. Nature Valley honey granola.
Buttered cinnamon toast, apples.
So I don't like cinnamon toast because the egg. How do you like cinnamon toast? It's got the egg
No,
thing
no,
on
no,
it.
no, no, I don't do egg. You're talking about
That's cinnamon. Oh, French toast.
We're talking about French toast.
I'm thinking French toast. You said cinnamon toast.
I'm
Yeah.
talking-
That's fair.
basically you get yourself
Yeah.
a toast. This is like a wheat bread toast. Butter
Yeah.
on there, melted butter, sprinkled
Cinnamon
on,
sugar.
little cinnamon sugar on top. It's
Yeah, I always
delightful.
keep a little
It's delightful.
Tupperware of cinnamon
Yeah,
sugar.
it's delightful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you do the thing where you ladle it onto it and let the dry cinnamon fall back into the container?
What am I, chump?
Yeah.
You think I don't know
The trick? The trick. All of our tricks.
and
This
then
video
you
is all
don't eat the
tricks.
corner of the
Yeah,
toast.
and then
'cause that's where all the
17
germs
seconds.
go.
Yeah. All right, I'm trying it. Ooh, that's nice.
That's really nice. Oh, there's a honey.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the granola on the nose, on the taste. I get the honey and granola for
Can
sure.
you believe that's 102 proof? It does not drink 102 proof.
No, I would have guessed in terms of ABV, like high 40s,
It's very green and spicy.
maybe low 50 ABV.
For all the barley, I'm not getting any of that like malt, generic malt note. It's almost like it pushed all of these other things forward.
Yeah, that turned out really nice.
It's got to be the European oak.
I think, as far as I'm concerned, that would be a successful experiment in terms of just does it turn into a nice whiskey. I like it.
Chattanooga
I
is
like
doing
it.
cool shit.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna compare
Classic
it.
bourbon.
Yeah,
That's rye, barley, and corn.
based on the nose. I didn't find a lot of overlap between these two. This definitely has more of a fruity quality, maybe like a slight peach elements.
That was a serious
The hell-
exhale.
What the hell is that? You just blew your.
That was my nose.
Okay. I'm finding more familiarity on the nose after I have drank the experimental, but before
It's
I
not
had
green.
before I had any sips of the experimental, there is quite a bit of a difference. Less so now that I have the experimental and the retro
Oh, yeah.
nasal.
Dude, this is way more molasses and cinnamon red hots on the palate.
Yeah,
Cinnamon's exploded
and
on the palate.
more barrel tannin too. Oh, is there an age difference that we know of?
I don't know. I know that's 4 at least, and this one says it doesn't say.
I'm finding more of the oaky character
Greater than 2.
in that, more of an oaky character.
Yeah, I gotta say I like this one better.
Do you?
Like, I mean, this is cool and an interesting project, but this is just good.
Here's the thing.
Flat out good.
I will agree. I'm pretty damn sure this is the kind that I have in my house right
Mm-hmm.
now. Pretty damn sure. I like this better just because of how different and unique it is.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. But if I'm gonna pick of their lineup, I'm just gonna go straight to the bourbon.
I think, honestly, here's the thing.
Dude, this guy's name. It's a cool name.
If there's any distillery doing an experimental line, that's probably the stuff I'm going to grab. Because it's most likely only going to be in the distillery. And if I'm standing there, I want to
Yeah.
get the stuff that you can't get on retail shelves.
Well, not at the distillery. Yeah, I agree with that. But if I'm going to the store, I'm just gonna pick up the classic. It's good. Grant McCracken.
Okay.
How's that for a name?
McCracken!
That's a good name.
Yeah.
What's your name? My name is Grant McCracken.
I will say, I don't know what the ages are. This taste a little bit younger. It's presenting is a little bit younger than this
Even
one.
though it's probably older.
I know. But
Yeah.
its presenting is a little bit younger.
I'm getting a lot of greenness out of that. I agree. It's grain forward.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just taking longer for the barley to settle than it was for the mix of rye, corn, and barley to settle.
I'll give you this in terms of
Or high malt.
the density and richness of flavor, how tight that kernel of taste is. It isn't here.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Damn, Chattanooga. CC failed you guys a week or two ago, and have been watching your videos non-stop. He's up in Alaska, and he has a
right.
plethora of. They have a plethora of distilleries in
that's
Alaska.
why I couldn't miss the comment.
A plethora of distilleries, and it'd
Look.
be interesting to try and get you guys to review and try some of the whiskey spirits from here.
I feel like Alaska has to have a bunch of distilleries because it's so f***ing hard to get something up there.
Right.
And so, like, f- it, we're making our own.
And there's so
But
little to do when it's
how
cold.
many of them are legal is the real question.
It's too cold to go out. You're stuck
Yeah.
inside. What do you do?
We've had
your brains out.
we've had some Alaska distilleries.
I didn't realize that there was a plethora, though.
Yeah, me either. We've had a couple,
Right.
but I
Is
would
that-
never have bet on a plethora.
Was that a plethora? It was like 3?
Well,
or is that 30?
why would you say a plethora if you do not know what a plethora is?
I mean, there's only like 200 people in the entire state.
yeah.
Half of them work in distilleries, apparently.
Yeah,
But that would be curious.
When you
yeah.
say most of us, it really depends on what number you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, a group of 5, 3 is most of us, right? So,
I would love to see more Alaskan distilleries. I want to get a sense of this
dude, what's
plethora.
the aging gonna be like though? Like, it's gonna spend the majority of its life with no aging impact because it's under 40 Fahrenheit.
I don't think.
How much of the year is Alaska above 40 Fahrenheit?
Okay, here's the thing. I think they're barrel houses. There's probably some, maybe not climate controlled, but there's probably some sheltering protocol to where it's not exposed to
Yeah, but here's the
that
thing.
extreme of a cold. Because at a certain point, I think that's got to be the problem for the staves, to be that cold, that much ice. Yeah.
Well, but
I don't know.
Keep in mind, no. Once a wood shrinks to a certain point, it stops, and
Right.
it's like you're not going to keep going until there's nothing left.
Yeah.
But right, yeah. So I'm saying
It's
below,
30 below. Where'd the barrel go?
Poof. But what I'd say is, I could see how you would want to do that just so you'd have something to drink. But part of the fun of aging is what does whiskey taste like here?
Yeah.
Like this is my problem with climate control warehouses.
Yeah.
If you're gonna climate control, then just open a distillery at what you're trying to replicate.
Right.
Like if you're trying to climate control to mimic Kentucky,
Yeah.
just f***ing open a distillery in Kentucky.
Well, again, we don't know if Alaska's climate controlling anything. It's
No.
just, and I'm talking from somebody that's lived in Texas most of my life. So I know heat.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I was like, where's the other Oklahoma?
I don't know
Yeah.
cold weather. No, I lived in Oklahoma, Colorado, Missouri.
Wow, you got
Texas.
around.
No,
You're like Johnny Cash.
Yeah, all the way up until I think 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, so it all happened before 3rd grade. That didn't count.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
No,
I
you
said
were-
most of my
You were
life.
practically in a push stroller the whole time.
I remember every one of those states. Some more clearly than others. Colorado, I remember sitting in my backyard and snow up to here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, as a teeny tiny kid, it was amazing.
So it's like
Anyways.
3 inches of snow. Plus a snowdrift. That joke should have gone the other direction.
Yeah.
Really, it's not really in character.
I would be very curious to see what other experimental things they're doing over at Chattanooga.
Well, I'll bet a lot, and they're giving a lot of details
Yeah.
on everything that's happening every time they do a release. Look at all that,
Yeah,
all
like-
that info there.
like
Same
the-
thing here. Just all these details.
Yeah. This is
Right?
the yellow corn, single origins.
That's why I dig this McCracken guy. He's doing cool shit.
24 months season, 4 barrels of that.
You know what
4
would be really
barrels, and it's
disappointing?
Really cool.
If a guy named McCracken made bad whiskey. That'd be really disappointing. You're like, what's your name? Grant McCracken. You'd be like, I will drink what he's making. And then you take a sip and it's like Fireball. Or,
Right.
you know, you're like, oh,
You
man,
failed me, Grant.
come on.
You failed me. Yes. I was already a yes on their Chattanooga record.
Yeah,
label.
that's fair.
But experimental stuff, all day. I love experimental stuff. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, fight for a friend.
You steal, may you steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.